Yeah, obviously India are a fantastic side. We've seen that over many years. Especially at this World Cup as well. They're playing some fantastic cricket, which is great to see. On the back of that, I see two form teams that are playing some good cricket. So it's going to be a great contest tomorrow. Over recent years we've had some great games of cricket, whether that be here in India or back home in New Zealand. So I'm sure tomorrow the clash will be no different, and I'm sure both sides are really looking forward to it.
They're my old friends.
How important is having Miss Centenary in your team, because whenever you are playing in India, spin becomes an important part?
Yeah, he's been a massive part of our side for many years now. I think his experience in these conditions, he's obviously played in the IPL for many years. He's been with the Chennai side for a long time, so I think we've seen how adaptable he is in these conditions. He can obviously turn the ball, and he's obviously got a lot of bounce as well, which makes him really threatening. So he's been fantastic for us so far this tournament, and I'm sure hopefully tomorrow will be no different. And he's, as I said, he's performed really well in a couple of games, and I'm sure he'll be looking forward to trying to repeat that.
And his experience to playing in India?
Yeah, again, his experience is second to none. Obviously, been with Chennai for a long time. We've obviously got other guys as well that have experienced the IPL for many years. So leaning on that experience is really important. We haven't played a lot of cricket up here in Dharamshala. Guys haven't played a lot, so for us trying to adapt to conditions as quick as possible is going to be really important.
Tom, a couple of questions. Firstly, the consistency of New Zealand, not just in this World Cup, over the last two World Cups. What do you put that down to? And India, they can, because of Hardik's injury, there are a couple of options that they can go with. Does that make it difficult as an opponent, not knowing how they'll go, and how does that affect your planning and preparation?
Yeah, I think from our consistency over World Cups, it's always been for us is about trying to play our brand of cricket as best we can. For us, sticking to our game plan and trying to do that for long periods of time and stay in the game for as long as possible has sort of been the key to what we've done. Obviously, the last two ODI World Cups have been obviously in Australia and England, where conditions are reasonably similar to back home, whereas this one's obviously completely different, where conditions are completely different. So again, adapting as much as we can has been a massive thing that we talk about, and doing that as quick as possible. And if we can do that, then hopefully that gives ourselves a good chance. And obviously on the Indian side, obviously missing Hardik, which he's obviously a key member, obviously with the balance of their side. So for us, it's just trying to adapt and to their team, whatever that may be. That's out of our control, but our preparation will prepare for anyone or for all of their team who are going to play, and we'll just wait and see what they come up with tomorrow.
Tom, New Zealand obviously has India's number when it comes to the ICC events. So, what is it about India that, you have such a high success rate? Where do you think are they susceptible?
I'm not sure, to be honest. They're a fantastic team. They've been playing some great cricket for a long period of time. We've had some great contests in ICC events, but also in bilateral series, whether that be home or away. We've played each other quite a lot over recent years, which has been really cool. So I'm not too sure. For us, as I said just before, for us it's just about trying to play our game plan as best we can and try to execute it as well as we can. And if we do that, then we know we can beat any team in the world on our day. So we've spoken about this tournament that anyone can beat anyone on their day, and it's about whoever turns up on that specific day and plays well. So tomorrow's going to be no different.
Tom, New Zealand obviously have had really good runs in world tournaments, particularly ODI World Cups over the last couple of cycles. What is it, do you think, about the New Zealand setup, kind of a bigger picture about what allows you to be a good tournament team, to adapt from opposition to opposition? Is there something, you mentioned adaptability, is that, how does that kind of play itself out?
I'm not 100% sure what it is, but yeah, as I said, being adaptable is probably one of the most important things for us as a group, and trying to do that as quick as possible. And obviously with this format, you play everyone once, which is obviously unique to 2015 where it was pool play. So again, we're in India, we're offered different conditions that we're used to. So adaptability, sticking to our plan as best you can, and if you do that, then hopefully that gives you a good chance at the end of the game.
Last couple, just down here.
Hi Tom. So the conditions here have been the best for seamers up front. You know, the ball has done a little bit, and you know, last few games between India and New Zealand, the Indian top order has looked susceptible to when the ball is moving. Do you think with the top order in nice form coming into this match, the Indian top order that is, and your ball is also doing the job, that might be the passage which may as well decide this game?
Yeah, I think there's many factors that lead into a game. I don't think it's one specific area, you know, that you can nail down. It's obviously, you know, playing well for 50 overs in both innings is really important. But as you said, India's top order, you know, have been fantastic this tournament, and again, our bowling attack has done a really good job up front as well. So, you know, that's going to be a great contest with bat and ball, and obviously vice versa with Indian seamers and our top order. You know, if you look at the matchups throughout a game against both sides, and there's some pretty good matchups there. So yeah, I think throughout the whole innings of both innings, it's going to be really you know, really tight contest, and I'm sure both sides are really looking forward to it.
We'll go to the left and the right, and two more and we're done.
Well, Skipper, what do you make of the conditions, the pitch and the outfield?
Yeah, it looks a reasonably good wicket. There's obviously been a couple of games here, you know, throughout the tournament. So just trying to get as much information on those games as much as possible. Yeah, trying to get a read on the surface. Yeah, it's a new wicket, so you know, hopefully it allows for a good game of cricket. So yeah, with whatever we've got to adapt as quick as we can, and you know, hopefully we can do that as quick as possible.
Yep. I'll go right here and then pass the mic over to the last two. Yep.
Just taking you back to the last game versus Afghanistan, how satisfying was it to recover from where you were 4 down for 120 odd, then doing well against the spin try of Nabi Rashid? You know, how satisfying was it, and how much momentum does it give you before this top of the table clash versus India?
Yeah, it was obviously satisfying to, I think, be put under pressure. You know, obviously through the start of the innings we were on top, and then obviously there was a period of the game where you know, Afghanistan put us under a lot of pressure, and you know, for us to overcome that sort of tough period, just to absorb a little bit of pressure, and then you know, once we felt the time was right, put a bit of pressure back on them, and I guess to get the score that we did from the position we're in was really satisfying. So you know, if we're faced with that situation tomorrow, whoever it may be, then you know, if we're able to absorb a bit of pressure and then finally put it back on the Indian team, whether that be with bat and ball, you know, that's going to be really important. So just trying to find the right times to do that, and I guess that comes down to the communication between the team, you know, whether what they see is the right thing to do at the right time. So yeah, another contest that's going to be pretty fascinating to watch.
Right, last two here.
Tom, did you guys, you know, stay up and catch the All Blacks in action last night? And you know, they've reached the finals with another Rugby World Cup going on. How inspiring is their journey, and do you guys exchange messages? What's been the mood regarding that? Also, any update on Kane and Saudi?
Yeah, obviously I definitely stayed up for the All Blacks and watched them. You know, it was a great contest. You know, obviously Kiwis support each other, you know, wherever that may be around the world, and we're certainly no different in supporting the All Blacks, and obviously we've had so much support back home for us here in this World Cup as well. So obviously great to see, you know, they're there for another week, and good luck to them next week. It's going to be a great contest. And yeah, Kane's obviously you know, still nursing his thumb injury. It's a day-by-day process with him as well. You know, fingers crossed he'll be available for later on in the tournament. And in regards to Tim, he's available for selection.
One last one here.
Tom, what's the status of Dew? This is a cooler place compared to wherever you've played in the last few days. What's the status on Dew, and is it going to make some impact on the toss, as in your decision at the toss?
Yeah, I think Dew's a massive factor here in Dharamshala. I think we turned up at 5 o'clock last night, and there was some dew starting to form. So yeah, for us trying to work out what the best way is, you know, for us moving forward into the game, you know, whether it be a bat or bowl first. So we'll come up with that decision tomorrow, or today and tomorrow. But yeah, I guess, yeah, obviously understanding that it's going to play a factor at some point, and try to deal with it as best we can.